I'm Greg Berlanti. I'm the director of Love, Simon. I'm here with the cast and Jack Antonoff, who wrote a number of the songs in the movie, and we're here on HBO to talk about the movie.
Do you ever feel weird?
Weird?
Sometimes I feel like I'm always on the outside.
Me too.
Simon, played by Nick Robinson, is a closeted gay kid coming to terms with his life and falling in love with another boy online, dealing with life and high school and friendships and family and coming of age and coming out.
My name's Simon. I'm just like you, except I have one huge secret.
Hey! I like your boots! I said I like your boots! Goodbye!
Nobody knows I'm gay.
Greg was my first point of contact with this story. It was a story that I felt was familiar, but it was told now from a completely new perspective.
I've been thinking about why I haven't come out yet. Maybe part of me wants to hold on to who I've always been, just a little longer.
It wasn't playing into any kind of stereotypes or any of these cliches that we've seen before when you're dealing with a gay character.
As a young person and also hearing from other young people, it's important to have representation of yourself. Not that I choose projects with any social agenda, but I think that when something speaks to you, it's important, and also it's a story that so many people share, and to have a big studio film tell this story is really important and really timely.
A person that was really close to me came out as gay to me. And then 3 days later, I got the script for this movie. And if I could be a part of this, something like monumental like this, then I'm all for it.
It's such an incredibly relatable story. And music in those films is such an important thing because they're living in suburbia and they have to make moments like driving around or sitting around. They have to make them as emotional as they really are. And you just have this song that's playing for that.
I think it's always been true that young people in particular have the person that they feel like they are inside, and then the person that the world outside sees them as that they haven't quite yet announced to the world, whether or not it has to do with being gay. We all have our coming out moment where we choose to announce ourselves to the world. There's a lot of Simon considering that.
Announcing who you are to the world is pretty terrifying, because what if the world doesn't like you?
It was your idea to sort of get us all into a room before we started shooting and just have a safe space to kind of try out ideas. I think that helped a lot to just have sort of a test run.
It was cool to just be with you guys. It wasn't just about the words or the acting, it was you making sure that we could get along together.
And they did start hanging out all the time and going to dinner with each other, and they had sort of a private text chain all of them had going. Then they had the text chain they allowed me to be on, so, which I didn't know when you name a text chain, everybody can see it. So I called it the kids, and then they all came to me, they're like, oh, you called our text chain the kids. I'm like, oh, I had no idea. Thank God I didn't call it something else.
Fucking actors.
What did you guys say about Greg on the other chain?
I don't know. I just know that they had the other chain.
Mean words.
That's an age when you are just screaming from the mountaintops, I'm my own person, but you also don't know how to express all these things. That feeling like you can't break out of yourself is how I see Simon.
I'm done living in a world where I don't get to be who I am. I deserve a great love story.
Thank you for watching The Interview on HBO.